Call the police. Yeah, I call the police. Ma'am, can I get your name?
No, I'm good.
Not you, ma'am. I'm sorry. Ma'am, do you mind if I get your name, ma'am? Excuse me, ma'am. What's your name, ma'am? It's not very professional of you.
Hey, I quit, y'all. Yeah. I quit my job right now. Okay. Yeah, I quit my job right now. I quit.
You're quitting?
Yeah.
Why are you quitting?
The next day.
Hey. How y'all doing?
Also, they gonna make sure how many people can be in here. What is this? What is all this?
They were getting to cover this. They gave it to cover
What is all this though? Freedom. What is all this? So what you mean? Why people can't come in there?
Yeah.
Why people can't come in there? Now let me tell you about that. This is a government building. I know y'all know this is a government building, right? But this here, now you know I'm gonna go downtown myself. This is restricting people from coming in here. Whatever y'all dealing with, that's not got to do with the public, Freeman. I know y'all know better than that, right?
Yeah.
Man, Freeman, y'all, you know what? This is just all kind of wrong. Why can't y'all minimize what we already going through?
Get a security guard or something.
No, why can't? Yeah, I am. Don't ask me no questions because I come in this building to take care of business. But this is a shock to see. Why can't y'all minimize what we're going through? You know why I put this up? Now I'm gonna be nice to you because I'm gonna turn the camera off. They pulling this.
So you can hear me okay. And you know what? Let me grab one thing. 1 second, guys. Let me grab one thing. Maybe this will help. All right, so hopefully you guys can hear me okay. I have a headset on. Let me see. Let me try to see if I can hear myself. I didn't see any ones in the chat if you could hear me, so I didn't want to. One second, guys. Make sure y'all can hear me. Okay, I think y'all can hear me. Okay, so let's go ahead and talk about what's going on. Thank you. Sorry, guys. I'm never usually this. I'm trying to make sure because some people say my sound be off to them. So I wanted to make sure I was given a fair chance. Okay. Welcome to Burgundy Blue Commentary. Hope all is well with you and yours. Hey, if you don't know, I'm a former Doltonite / Thornton Township. It's a long story. I put my story over on my membership channel, a section of the channel, just so you guys know. And yeah, I was running in today. I went to the dentist this morning. So I had to go to the dentist, and I drove by a couple of times to give you guys an update on what was possibly going on before the board meeting. Now, you do know today the board meeting is at 5 o'clock. Thank you, Steve. Thank you. And welcome everybody. Welcome everybody. I'll get to the chat. I appreciate y'all so much and thank you. So, so today at 5 o'clock, we heard Jedidiah Brown. We'll play a little bit of him from YouTube. We heard him talk about, from Facebook, possibly organizing around 5 o'clock. So I went this morning and I said, hey, let me see what's going on over here. Let me just check it out. And it was nobody. It was business as usual around 9 o'clock, like I was saying earlier. Around like 8:30. When I came back, 9:45, 10-ish, it was I didn't see the red restricted signs on the door anymore. So that's what I didn't see anything. And it looked like people actually were gaining access to Village Hall. That's what I saw from where I was. And now I understand why I couldn't. You guys, this headphone is messing me up. Hold on. Let me just take it off. Hold on. I'll be right back. Okay, hey Chavez, you didn't miss anything. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm usually, as you know, I'm not this organized. Let me tell you what happened. So I'm gonna share it later. Didn't miss anything. But some stuff. It's going down. Okay, that's all I can say. From the Burgundy side, that's it. That's all. This is not an easy task I'm doing, and I'm not, y'all, let me tell you, this, do not pull out your violins. This is not that. I already knew what this was going to come with to cover this, possibly come with, and I'm okay with any attacks on me. Just like I'm fine with that. You know what I mean? So I had a little situation last night, but that's neither here nor there. I was able to handle it. This morning, it was business as usual, but I forgot. You guys ever been there? Forgot you had an appointment. I was like, oh shoot, I have a dental appointment to get a cavity filled. So I had to run out to do that. So thank you, Nurse Petty. Thank you for the $5 super chat. Thanks, y'all. I'm gonna get to the chat in a minute. Thank you guys. Please like the video so people know we're over here. So last night, one of my buddies, they basically told me, my video was floating around, and it was weird because we got into an argument because it was like, why you should, first of all, I've had this YouTube page forever. Not forever. I started this YouTube during the pandemic, right? So I started this YouTube then. And I talk reality shows, so you guys might see me pop in here and talk about TLC reality shows, Gypsy roles, stuff like that. Just giving you a quick background. So this is just a chit chat for now. So one of my friends went off on a deep end about this and that, and what the rumors swirling around about me doing YouTube regarding Dolton from people inside, right? And so this was the basis. I showed my face yesterday. And I brought up my YouTube because all you gotta do is scroll down and see my face. Google Burgundy Blue Commentary and see my face. I'm not a faceless YouTube channel. However, I'm running a business. Now I'm running, like, I have a small business. And currently I finally got into my business season, like the busy season. So you guys know, like, the people, we were on here joking, but being serious. I was like, y'all, it's hard for all of us out here. And I had so much free time, I was going to volunteer actually for free and need. Then my free time got taken away. So I'm never trying to hide who I am or anything like that. It's just I look a mess. So I'm not coming on camera. Much like the mayor Tiffany Henry said, you want me to be presentable, right? Y'all gonna be like, why she look like that? So it was this whole argument, and people, y'all on the membership, y'all please look at those videos. Like a good video to look at is the one called Home. I'm gonna have a follow-up to that video on what happened last night. And then you guys, eventually I'll bring it out to the public, but I'm just keeping things behind the paywall. You don't have to join now, or anything like that. I'll eventually bring it out, but yeah, it's behind the paywall for a reason, because I need to set some things and blur some things and all that. So that's behind the paywall. So please don't share it all about. So, yeah, it was a whole argument about that. Then this morning, and this is from one of my friends who basically, what I'll say is her relative is in the inside, and that's what it was. And I'm like, don't talk to me, because I don't want no inside juice, and I don't want anything that you telling me to get into my psyche for me to repeat it on camera. So that became issue. So basically, let's get back to today. Your girl Burgundy handled all that. Handled. So this morning, I forgot I had an appointment, so I ran out, got some business done, and I said, let me drive by Village Hall, because I figured the 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, one of those news teams will be over there. So I drove past. It was nobody, and the Village Hall was open, and it was business as usual. After I came back, I decided to come back that way so I could go back around to Village Hall. Came back. I saw the restricted signs to get into Village Hall about 10, I'll say a solid 10 o'clock. They were taken down. So they took the restricted sign. Excuse me, guys, I have the hiccups. They took the restricted signs down. Okay, so it looked like people were coming in and out of Village Hall at that time. I don't know if they were working, but I saw maybe 3 regular looking people. Not saying regular like they were regular, but 3 people that looked like citizens, like older people just coming in and out handling business. It looked like normal and business as usual. So now I decided around 2 o'clock, because I wanted to know where people starting to line up. Only thing we know from Jedidiah is 5 o'clock be at Village Hall, right? But I wanted to know, was people starting to line up, or was it a meeting place? It's a little diner on the corner. So I wanted to go by there to see if the people were gonna, be there. Did y'all need anything, like us to go to Dollar Tree and get some tea or roses, put a pin in it, whatever? What do you need? Didn't see anybody. So Jedidiah said 5 o'clock today. So I drove by, and let me show y'all what I saw, because hey Ghost. Oh, I went it's on my page, but yesterday we talked about it. Yeah, I got a lot of new subscribers, so I do I got a lot of subscribers recently. So I do look like a faceless YouTube. I get it. I totally get it. So it's no, I don't take offense to that at all. I can understand, but I've been around. I've had a YouTube channel for a while, so I'm not. So when I feel the need to, I'll pop on screen, or when I'm available, I'll pop on screen. So, but my OGs that's been here, y'all see me more than not. So anyway, yeah, it a lot. I'm not, yeah, people, nothing's wrong with being faceless. I'm not mad at that. And I went up, I did a video yesterday. I don't even know if I still have it, but it was how you can make a change. Let me see if I can pull it up. I might not even have it anymore. Hold on, because I'm gonna show you what happened today. And yeah, it happens. It's not a big deal, but it was like, girl, I've been, this what I do. I don't, this ain't what I do. I don't be like that. But I have a YouTube channel. I have a YouTube channel where I also just started, and I talk inspirational stuff. But now that one's faceless because it's just waterfalls and all that cool stuff. And then we're gonna have the budgeting channel, which some of you guys joined, and that's going to be me on there telling you how we're budgeting, how we're getting on track, how we're doing stuff, like for people that want, how we coupon, all that stuff. So that is coming about because I did tell the story about you guys. We had the pandemic happened, sister passed away. After that, mom had a series of strokes, got really sick, went on hospice. I was her caretaker most of the time because my sister was pregnant during this time and had a little bitty baby. So how I went from being okay to not okay. So that's the budget channel. And it's just how life can be lifing and things change your whole trajectory of life. You've been there, right? If you live in. So let me play this while I pull up and thanks for being here, everybody. I really appreciate y'all. While I pull up what's going on. This is how you can possibly help. Like people were asking Sean, who got arrested today, guys? Sean got arrested today. Oh my goodness. So that's Long Island Audit. I saw he was in a different town. He wasn't in this town. So we're gonna have to watch that together later and support him on that. So I never heard of the auditors before this situation happened. This is my first time hearing of auditors. And yeah, so people want to know. They asked Sean who to contact if you needed help, and I put down who to contact. I made a little video. Here you go. So it's your girl Burgundy Blue. So I didn't know. Happy Easter, first of all. It's the Easter Eve, I guess. So I didn't know where to start this video or how to start this video. So I'm thinking about ways that we can make a change. And I think the first thing that we have to do, or what has to be done, is writing Kwame Ra'u. And you guys, I have to say it, Dolton is not like this. Like, I'm in and out, just to be honest. I'm in and out. Like I said, I have family, friends, loved ones. I'm in and out my community. I'm in and out of Thornton Township, but Dolton is my heart. Let me tell you, you can look at the change.org petitions, like to get Keith Price and Keith Freeman up. I'm gonna try to find some change.org petitions, and it's literally just a click and a sign in, right? You don't see any people basically doing it compared to the YouTube videos that are usually watched, right? It's not a lot of people that do anything when it comes to action. And then it's easy to shut people up. It's easy to shut people up. Give my nephew a job. You know, he needs a second chance, or this and that, or let me go ahead and trim your tree. It's like that. So, but the community already don't have people that come out to vote. People don't come out to vote. They just don't. It's not. It's just. It's what it is. But they will come out to party possibly or something like that, but they just don't come out to vote. Dolton has a huge senior community. It's a lot going on. So I think the best thing is to put that action, which is a pen to paper. Also to fill out online. I'm gonna put all these links here. And then I do know from what. Okay, y'all. So basically, because this video is slow and I know y'all want to get to the juice, I was telling people let me take me down. That wasn't a good pause. I was telling people we got to put action. We got to put pen to paper. I was saying that all these change.org petitions come out, and look how many people watch an O'Shea Duke Jackson video. Or even a Burgundy Blue video. I might have like I'm a small channel. I might have 2,000 people watch my video, right? That means people all over the world can watch it. It's the same with change.org. And these petitions were going out and no one was really, they had a nice amount, like my girl 16-2 said, but it wasn't really getting done and signed. Voting. People have slacked on voting because they're like, oh, we just vote for the president and it's okay. No, you have to vote for everyone. And I'm right with you here. Your girl Burgundy is learning this politic situation. The ins and out of governments. I'm basically taking 8th grade Constitution all over again. So if you need to do that with me, this is a channel for you. So I was saying the best thing you'll do, put pen to paper. Be peaceful. Be peaceful about anything any moves that you make. Being any kind of irate will give them a reason. Give them a reason. Being calm, being peaceful, making your writing the governor, writing Kwame Raoul with your concerns, making sure that people see, okay, every day we got a bag of mail or our email is flooded because of the people in Dolton or the people outside of Dolton, the people in Australia, the people in Long Island, the people in Jersey, the people in New York, the people in Mississippi, the people in Atlanta. Everyone's coming, Alaska. They're coming because I see some people that's on the UK, in the UK, and they're saying, hey, where do I go for this? You know what I mean? So I'm gonna put all that in the description box for you. And our attorney general, his name is Kwame Raoul. And when we were talking to Long Island Audit, he said that's probably the best way to write someone. But I got a celebrity in the chat. I think I saw him. Did I see him? I thought I saw him. I thought I saw one of the Dolton trustees. I must have not. Okay. Former trustee. Thought I saw him. Okay. So let's go ahead to what's going on. Thank you, y'all. Said definitely camera ready. Nope. And I'm very shy. I'm super duper super shy. I wish that was something. Now they're calling it social anxiety. I wonder if that's the same thing. Hey, Red Iceberg, thanks for being a member. Thank you. I wonder if that's the same thing. I don't know, but I might have social anxiety. I have a situation going on. I need to figure when they get the mental health stuff straightened out at Thornton Township, I'll be there, okay? Because I just feel like I'm totally I feel like I'm totally thrown off when I meet people, or if I like a large crowd, it kind of, you know what I mean? I don't know where to go from there. So thank you so much. And thank you. I want to read this. Hey, Kiki, you said, so I'm going to see if I can reach out to you on YouTube some kind. You gave me some good insight the other day. Thank you. Sometimes it takes a scandal to get a community involved into voting. Yep. And sometimes the community needs to pull together, but sometimes they needed the cheering on of people like you. The people on the outside cheering us on. I was watching Hannibal thing and he was like, yeah, I'm on the outside looking in. I hope I don't never offend anyone just because I'm in Thornton Township. I hope I never offend anyone when that's doing these videos. You're doing your part. If I came across the wrong way, I don't want to. You're doing your part and you're doing a wonderful job. If it wasn't for Hannibal, Pink Book Lessons, Shawan Burns, it's another one, Nate, the lawyer, all these different people, nobody would be coming. They wouldn't be coming to look into Dolton so much. Everyone has their own spin on it. Please, you're doing your part. Me being down here just seeing it, I just wanted people to know, hey, it's real lives, it's real people, and they have to deal with this day to day, like that poor grandmother we saw on Easter. Like I said, I don't know her and Mayor Henyard's background. Don't know, don't need to know. Just I know the fear of an officer walking up to me with cuffs, pulling out his cuffs when I didn't do anything. I've had that experience. Okay. So that's what we're going with. They're barricading. Let me go ahead and share. Let me see if I got it. I don't know if I got it. Let's see. I'm right across from Village Hall. I just want to show you that they are in place of putting these orange things. I don't know what they're called. I'm sorry. Down. However, yeah, Public Works is over there working over there, putting these things down, and it's a lot of police presence. So that's why I didn't go through the lot. It's police presence in the lot. So yeah, they're getting ready. I guess they heard about the possible protests. So that was the content I just grabbed really quickly. So I just want to let it pause right there. So you guys know when I do my ride-alongs, I go through the lot. I couldn't get through the lot because just so is this I need somebody, any lawyers in here? Is this legal for me to say? So I'm gonna say allegedly. So I couldn't go behind the building because I guess I'm not supposed to. It's a public building, right? So I can say it. I'm confused. Any lawyers any lawyers in the house? So okay, so you see, what's the? And I need two things from you guys. What's these orange little floaty booby things? I call buoy, and they're like the buoy things, the little orange things. I see the seagulls in the water. That's what I call them. I call them barricades, but they're not barricades. So you have four corners right there. So I'm letting the people that are coming to protest know. In my personal opinion, allegedly, make sure your seatbelts are on. Make sure you have your license, registration, and insurance available. Okay, that's what I'm saying. Make sure your hands are at 10 and 2 and you're doing a speed limit. That's me. Okay, I'm just saying it. I've never seen such a heavy traffic barrels. That's what they are. Okay, thank you. I've never seen this much police presence. So I stayed a little bit and it was just car, Durango, Tahoe, back to back. Okay. So I want to clarify for those that just came in. Village Hall looks like it's open and doing business as usual. That's what I saw. Okay. When I drove past, when I did go inside, Public Works was blocking the glass. So I had to like peek my head out to see the doors, and I did not see the restricted signs anymore. And that was around 10 o'clock. Now we're here, right? I'm going to say the street on Sharks, which is Lincoln, the street right behind, right where you see that 353. I didn't even know the 353 ran that way. 353 bus sign. I'm going to say it's going to be blocked right there. I think that side street where you see the orange little traffic barrels, I think that street's going to be blocked. And I think the street where you see the green sign may be blocked. That's just because I see the traffic barrels right there. So you'll sort of be forced into a one way in, one way out. That's my assumption. I do not know this to be true, but I did drive around, and the angles I saw where the traffic barrels were, I said that's going to be one way in, one way out. Maybe you go in and park in Village Hall parking lot. Okay. And then you come out. Wait, so that's my assumption. You probably go in through the back, come in, and they want you out one way. And then they have to have and it's going to rain and snow tonight, y'all. It's going to rain and snow. It's going to rain and snow tonight, just so you know. So please wear your ponchos. Hey, Lucille, thanks for being here. Yeah, it's raining. I forgot to add that. Yeah, the weather's going to be terrible tonight. Won't be cold probably, but it'll be rainy and snowy. Okay, so it looks like, of course, we saw Jedidiah. He put the word out. He told us a oh, can of mess. Bear enough. Okay, y'all. I'm gonna wait till tomorrow to tell my opinion, because that's what I don't want to do. I don't want to deter anybody. But tomorrow we'll discuss the whole situation after the a whole can of mess. Jedidiah Brown, we see he's very eclectic, very different. Jedidiah Brown is, I'm using these words, he's very different. Jedidiah, let me say these words: charismatic, handsome, different, and eclectic. He could talk a bald woman into a barrette. Okay. He could talk a fish into water. He got all that. He got like that preacher side, and he got that activist side, and he got game. So Jedidiah is coming to town, but we do know his beef is not with, he makes sure he tell us his beef is not with Tiffany Henyor, and that's Jedidiah with the plaid shirt. It's with, oh, I forgot to put the link in here in case anybody wants to say anything. Sorry, guys. I always try to, in case you guys have something to say, your opinions, because what I say over here is not golden. Okay, these are my opinions. This is the commentary channel, is my opinion, and I'm just giving you an experience from what I experienced as a Doltonite, former Doltonite. Okay, so y'all dress warm tonight. Okay, so Jedidiah, he's definitely there because he cannot stand Andrew Holmes because of that Kanika Jenkins situation. Now, a lot of people feel like that Andrew Holmes was sneaky in that Kanika Jenkins situation. We actually heard it from Kanika's mother. And if y'all know who Kanika is a young lady that was found in the freezer and met her demise at the Rosemont at the Crown Plaza Hotel. Okay, her mother just now got a settlement. And I want to say that was about 2018, 2017, something like that. But Andrew Holmes, he was like the lead activist, even though they were all joining together. And he basically said he saw the freezer and told Jedidiah to call the protest off. Now, Jedidiah is known for leading peaceful protests. Now, this is my whole thing when it comes to what's going on in Dolton. They're calling today. I think this is my situation. I don't know if he talked to other people. Just Joe Brown. Oh my goodness. I think we need Jedidiah. Dolton needs a push. Dolton needs something. Like I said, the trustees, they have so much on their plate. I cannot wait for this board meeting, y'all, at 6:30, because we do know Clerk Key got the bank records. They won that case. Shout out to Alderson. I told you, if you lost one more case, you back here in Alderson. So they won to put Clerk Key back on the bank accounts. I'm wondering if she's able to see any of the statements that were previously, like what was used. Can she see the balance? Will the balance be announced tonight? It's so much that it's stressful. When you go to Thornton Township, what happened with the Edgar City Watchdogs? And y'all know, if y'all came to this channel before Long Island, I was always that person that was like, but y'all too hard on her. That was me the whole time. Like, come on, put yourself in Mayor Henyor's shoes. That was me the whole time. Now I'm sort of like, well, why we gotta go to the podcast? Well, why you just don't give the receipts? Okay, so where's the transparency? Because those were things I were not concerned about as much as, yeah, the taxes are high, but now I see an ice skating rink for the kids, which they need. Now I see speed bumps, which the city need. Now I see the seniors getting a roof and windows, but I never knew at what cost, what possibly is going on. Is the stuff getting paid? Is it getting approved? Are the cars getting repoed? I'm scared. What's going on? So now it's turning into even if I stand with, what she say, hashtag, I stand with Tiff. Even if I am hashtag, I stand with Tiff, I still want to know what's going on. Where's the minutes? Where's the minutes on the website? Where's the meeting minutes? It's just those little things that have changed the way I'm looking at things, but we're still trying to see where we're trying to figure it out over here. This is all I want to say. We're trying to figure it out. Great. They're going to start a new bank account. Hold on, let me take this down. They're going to start a new bank account and add the clerk so she can't see the prior spending. Ooh, new ACH, huh? New ACH. Because that Delgado, y'all, if I wasn't, y'all, let me try to get my life together. Because if Delgado try to sue me.
I got some clothes. I got some jewelry. The rest I got tied up in investments. I ain't got nothing else.
That's all I got. Some clothes. This to my money in investments. Because I was researching the municipalities and the people and all of that stuff, and my mind was, it's like when you go down this rabbit hole and go and mix the history into it, and it's really something to see how the village of Dolton is ran. I know people are saying Jason House should be the next mayor. I say, why not? You know, that's how I feel. Like, why not? He's been around for a while. But I do know that the next mayor is going to have to be someone that can be a full-time mayor, because they're going to have to clean up everything, or have a really strong backing, like a really strong what you call it, not, I always say cabinet, but really strong trustees. But they're going to have to clean up everything. And I think my fear is, and I'm gonna get to the comments, y'all. I just been talking. Y'all, I told you I just been talking because when
Can I be recognized, Mayor?
You want to be long-winded? I'm just asking.
Am I finna be long-winded? Yep. Let's get to these comments, because I'm just thinking about what if, and I hope this is not the case. So we hear from the mayor. She said it's $2 million deficit at that point. That was last year, like September, October. And then we hear from the trustees, it was $7 million. What if we get to the bank account and we got some overdrafts? What if we got like $36 overdrafts from Cooper's Hawk, from Vegas, from Akira? I'm gonna fall out like, oh my goodness. And let me get to the comments, but this is the last thing I want to say. Sometimes I just think, like, I wonder if she ever just, is this really her, or is it something else? That's why I just wonder, like, because I would come out like, you guys, like that lady from Louisiana, when they asked her about her flight, she went ahead and paid it back. I would just come out like, you guys, look, I know. I did not know. I was advised wrong. Here are the receipts. Let's rip the Band-Aid off, and what you want to do from here. Today, public comment gonna be an hour, not 30 minutes. Okay, let's read these comments. My girl, Cara K. Wilson, justice for Alexis Wilson, your baby. Thanks for being here. You think that it's going to be $11 million? Oh, you guys, we got 269 people watching. You think I could get like 100 likes? That would be amazing. That'd be amazing. I'm out in these streets, y'all. I'm out in these streets. It's not easy. Your girl, elderly, her heart be palpitating. Y'all got me out here. Y'all got me out here. I be putting my depends on getting this content for you. Go ahead and give me the light. Okay. Attorney, please instruct your client to remove his sunglasses. You have to show me to do nothing. And it's the sniff. It's Amanda. It's the sniff for me.
I got some clothes. I got some jewelry.
Ain't nobody gonna approve that. And
my girl Kiana Belcher. Oh my God. Oh my God. Let me tell you something. Let's change subjects. I'm gonna read this next. The trustees, I wonder how they feel. Can you imagine being locked out of Village Hall and none of the employees, like they said, I think it was Trustee Brown that said, they'd be like, they're here. Like, as soon as you walk in, they pick up the phone, just like we saw on Long Island Audit when he went to Thornton Township. And everybody started FaceTime and calling, doing all this crazy stuff, videoing him. Like, can you imagine? How is the energy when you get to walk in for a board meeting? Do you go in through the front door? Do anybody say hello, trustee? When Kiana Belcher come in, she has to carry her freaking 11 by 17 up in there herself. What is it like? What is it like? Because I always pray for Clerk Key, because I can imagine the stress. And I don't know why I assume it's this kind of stress, but I think that it was the assistant deputy getting kicked out. Y'all hear that? It's about to go down. It's about to go down. The rain, y'all hear it? It's a storm. It's thundering and lightning. So we'll see how it goes tonight. Y'all heard that? Hey, Shipment, yeah, it's crazy. So I wonder how it feels. I remember thinking, what's her name? I think I thought from Dr. Nikita, because she had lupus, and she said something about she was at a event with Tiffany, and her blood pressure was super high, and then Tiffany said, bring your blood pressure pills next time. And it's like, I'm wondering, was it the lupus that caused the blood pressure, or did she realize it could have been the stress of the job at all times? So let's go on from there. That sounds like a sound effect, right? That's the rain. That's the rain. Now, this is a good question. I don't have any trustees that come to my channel. I think I only have a former trustee, Edward Steve. He comes and pops in on our channel, but I've never talked to any of the trustees, even as a voting citizen. So that's just been the situation. I've never talked to any of the trustees or anything like that. I've talked to other content creators that have talked to the trustees, and maybe they'll give me some insight. So shout out to those content creators that give me insight on that. Oh, I want to get back to this. Do the trustees have their own offices in there? In the old Village Hall, the trustees had their own offices. I wonder in the new Village Hall, do they have their offices? I know their mailboxes are outside, but do they have offices in New Village Hall? Old Village Hall, they had parking spaces, and they had offices. I wonder if it's the same. Okay, I remember that because my office was next to Trustee Willie Lowe office. That's how I remember that. And it was another lady, I cannot remember her name. And then it was a guy, I cannot remember his name. That's why I want the list of the trustees, because it was a guy, he was Caucasian. His son was disabled. And he lived in Dolton, but he would bring his adult son. I'm saying his son when I was working there, his son and I was the same age. It wasn't Bert Herzog. I forgot this trustee name, but his son was an adult, and he took care of his son, brought his son everywhere, and it was beautiful. It was beautiful. And he was a trustee. He did run for mayor once. The next mayor got work to do, and we have all eyes on them because of what's going on. Yeah. Dolton should feel honored to have Jason House as mayor should he decide to run. Yeah. It's the clips for me to both. Ain't nobody gonna approve that. And it's like, you don't think about little things like that, because I wouldn't think banners cost $22,000. Now, wait a minute. Now, let me tell you how I'm learning as we go. So the banners cost $22,000 or whatever, right? Let's put them up. But then you got to pay Public Works, or they have to go from something more significant, like a water main break or something like that, clean up, whatever, potholes, to put the banners up, or they have to get overtime. And like I said, Public Works was my favorite job to do, my favorite job ever. If it was paid more, I would have stayed. The people were nice over there. A lot of people I know from Public Works passed on since then. I actually saw hey, I wonder what Matt Stacy is. It was another Stacy. His name was Matt Stacy. I wonder what happened to him. But yeah, really cool job. But yeah, I always, when she said that ain't nobody gonna approve that moment, it made me think about all the things it takes to put that banner up.
Ain't nobody gonna approve that.
And I thought about it, and then the mayor who sits up high sound like a lot of jealousy to me. Can we not control thou tongue? Like, why would you say that? She's not talking about your picture, what you look like. She don't care about that part. How much you gonna pay to have Smooth Magazine do your photo shoot or whatever, they're saying, hey, we can't afford this right now. And I did not know anything. Now I'm learning the fireworks, the Christmas tree. So happy that all those events go on. And I'm not gonna lie to y'all, that shout out to Dolton Public Library. They did an Easter event on the 23rd. Shout out to the Park District. They did one on the 30th. And shout out to the Thornton Township for turning out. Minus the incident Lacey did on the 30th as well. Those Easter baskets looked wonderful. The kids look happy, but that's the problem with having a event in Dolton, because now it involves Dolton police, Dolton citizens you might have had beef with. This lady right here, if she would have went to a Thornton Township event in Blue Island, if she would have went to a Thornton Township event in Homewood, if she would that north part of Homewood, if she would have went to a Thornton Township event in South Holland, Dolton police would not be able to touch her, right? But when you do something like that and have something in that jurisdiction and the citizen got beef with the mayor, there you go. So I'm learning this as I go. Whereas old Burgundy was like, well, I don't see nothing wrong with that. Now I see different points of views. Like I said, I don't know the mayor's situation with this young lady and with the grandmother that brought her grandson. I don't know anything like that, but I know it was unnecessary for that event. And then when I saw her on Jedidiah Live, which we'll get to, I was like, even more so unnecessary. She could have been 100 pounds soaking wet. Let's get to the comments. Oh, I airdropped it to the wrong area. Hold on, guys. Yep, it's storming. I know they over there like, they not coming. Let's see if Jedidiah said anything as well. I volunteered to be the mayor's speech pathologist for a low cost of $2.5 million. This is alleged allegations. Y'all crack me up with their allegations. And it's something else y'all say, delusions of grandeur. I don't know what that means. Somebody tell me what that means and where you got it from. Big Mike, you in here to troll me again. Big Mike, where you been? You know what? If you up in here to cause all kind of destruction, you trying to divide us as a community up in here with your divisiveness, Big Mike.
More, you prayed us in on unity. You prayed us in and came with the most divisive speech I heard in my life. Don't pray for me no more.
Big Mike, get out of here with you acting up. And welcome. Thanks for being here. Oh, somebody tell me what delusions of grandeur mean. What did it mean? I missed it. What did it say? Delusions of grandeur means. Please like the video, guys. We got 255 people watching. This is a small YouTube channel, and that means a lot to us. Please hit the like. It's when you believe you have more power, wealth, smarts, or great traits than is true. Oh, thank you. They don't pray for me no more. Y'all, it's pouring down. It was the funniest part of the meeting, but you know what was funny about this? Jason, I felt bad he had to come out of his bag like that. Like Jason keeps on such, like I always say, he seems like he's a gentle, kind person. I don't know much about him at all like that. Like it seems like when I see Jason House, and it's the other young lady that says she's friends with Jason House, and he recommended her. She said, I'm well known in Dolton. Miss Vivian. Never seen them. And I think I wonder if me and Jason House are the same age. Anybody know how old Jason House is? Put it in the chat. I wonder if because I'm 40. I don't care. It's no age shaming up in here. I'm 45. So I wonder if me and Jason House are the same age. I've never heard of Jason House, but I mean, I did see he knocked on our door. Like I said, he knocked on our door, and he just was a young guy running for, I think it was trustee at that time. I don't think it was mayor, but I know he ran for mayor before, but I think when he knocked on our door, he was running for trustee. And he was so kind. And he took, you know how people be like, here go my flyer, vote. He took his time to explain his points. But I think he might have went to Thornwood, and he was on the west side of Dolton. And a lot of times, as small as Dolton is, and I want to think Miss Vivian was from the west side of Dolton too, because they always say Roosevelt. I don't even know how to get to Roosevelt High School, y'all. I don't even know how to get there. And I'm talking about they both in Dolton. I don't even know how. I can't even tell you how to get to Roosevelt High School. If you be like Burgundy, what they say on what's the procedure? Don't set it off. What's the effing procedure if you got a pew to your head? Like what's Roosevelt High School? I'd be like, I do not know where Roosevelt High School is, because I wasn't on that side. You know what I mean? But I don't, and I'm trying to think, do I know anybody that lived on that side of Dolton? A good side of Dolton to live. I'm just trying to figure out, do I even know anybody that lived over there? So, we was over here by Mr. Larry at the strip club. That's what we was over there doing. So I'm trying to figure out where Mr. Larry, shout out to. I saw O'Shea apologize to him, and that was awesome. Mr. Larry, we don't know the ins and outs. We don't. So don't take I said you deserve a party. It's New Year's Eve. I was just shocked that the gaming machines, where did them come from? But we don't talk about Mr. Larry over here, because I believe he got something in the works. And also with Mr. Larry, I hope with whoever he talk about, y'all, if people are just walking up saying they're agents, please ask them for ID. Please ask them for ID. Don't just be giving people all your information. I'm just putting that out there. Yeah, so I'm trying to figure out. So that's how I came about to know Jason House. And then the old New Christian Valley is not New Christian Valley anymore. But when I was a visitor, I heard about Jason House. But New Christian Valley moved over to not Oak Lawn. I think it's Oak Park, not Oak Park. New Christian Valley moved over to some with a southwest suburb. I can't remember. So that's the extent. So I have to ask my people about Jason House. Oak Forest. Thank you, Miss Marie. Thank you. Kennywood. Okay, the west side of Dolton. Okay, so west side of Dolton, Silk and Classy. That was over there by our English teacher, Mr. Barkley. He has a Christian bookstore. Silk and Classy, not in that mall no more. Thanks for that, Big Mike. So 146 in LaSalle. Is that by the Premier? Is that the west side of Dolton, like by that McDonald's and stuff? Y'all, I'm Jason is me and Jason the same age. Okay, so Jason's 45. Thanks, Sports Mania. Allegedly. We don't know if Jason could be 35 years old. I'm saying allegedly. So I was on a different side of Dolton. Plus, Jason House probably wouldn't be mayor if he knew me. No, play. Like, was Burgundy, like, you mean Burgundy Blue from the 50-yard line from Mr. Larry's? Like, twerk, 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 twerk. Hands on your knees. Hands on your knees. like, you mean that Burgundy? Mm-hmm. No, I'm just playing, y'all. So, but we saw him. We saw his heart. Immediately, he was nice to my mom. He was nice to my neighbors. He asked them what their concerns were, even though he wasn't trustee. He was so kind. So that's what we know about Jason House. And that's what a lot of people in the area I'm in, I'd be like, hey, or I'm familiar with, I'd be like, do y'all know Jason House? And they say no. They have not heard of Jason. So Jason, I'm saying that to anyone listening that know Jason House. a lot of people don't know who Jason House is. Now, Jason House is going to have support all over the world, and we support that. But a lot of people just don't know who Jason House is. And after talking to Succeeding 2, I brought up, I think the reason, now that it comes down to me, it breaks it down. I probably know Tiffany Henyard because she wasn't from the west side of Dolton. Y'all feel what I'm saying? So she was from the side I was from. So now I'm putting 2 and 2 together, if you will. Now 2 and 2 is equaling kind of 5 for your girl Burgundy Blue. I got to get to 4. It's equal to 5. So maybe Jason House is more on his side of Dolton, catering to them. And Tiffany Henyard would be on her side of Dolton, catering to us. Now it makes complete sense on why I'm like, well, yeah, I saw Tiffany all the time. I saw Tiffany every day. Don't need Bruce Brown at the phone. Big Mike, you don't leave me alone. Somebody get Big Mike. He is hilarious. Somebody needs to go to get that water bottle tested that she's drinking out of, because be able to talk for hours straight. Something has to be in it, allegedly. Let me tell you something. Do y'all ever notice that they like, it cracks me up? Everybody else, usually at the board meeting, they have like the regular, like Sam's Club bottled water. And then Keith and Tiffany got to have Fiji. It cracks me up all the time. Like, it's just water is water, except for that Dasani. Y'all, what's your favorite water? Put it in the chat. I cannot drink that Dasani water like they give you at McDonald's or something like that. The Dasani water made by Coca-Cola. I don't know why I can't digest that water. Oh my goodness, yes. Oh, Stay Focused Media, thank you for the $1.99 super chat. It's almost time. Let's see what Jedidiah talking about. We getting on to water. Hold on. But y'all let me know what kind of water y'all can drink. Now, do you drink spring water or purified water? Like, if the name don't matter, do you just be like, you know what's a good water? That baby water. Like, you get a gallon of that baby water they used to have. Just get a gallon of that. Let's see if Jedidiah said anything. And thank you for being here. Y'all, so your girl Burgundy. Okay, all words lead. Oh, no, this is him at the airport. It's 12. Jedidiah, I thought you was coming last night. Okay, Jedidiah, we're going to take what we could get. If you on the way now, just be here by 6:30. Because they're going to wrap that meeting up. And thank you, Jedidiah, for taking into account of Dolton. Now, I hope he gets them to answer for a lot, because Jedidiah Brown, his name do carry weight. Did I leave this part out? I'll talk about it on a second. Don't deter this for any to go. This has nothing to go with Jedidiah. But right now, the Chicago crime chasers, they over here beefing. I would like Martin G. Johnson to come to the stage as an elder, because I want to know what is going on with everybody. So it's just like all our little, not saying little like that, but all our people, they just... Okay, so Jedidiah is, let's pull his situation up. They just going through, y'all, like we all do, I guess. And thank you, Stay Focused Media. We got 1 hour and 30 minutes. Now, this is my question, Stay Focused Media. Now, do you think I'm gonna say that? Stay Focused Media, do you think I'm gonna say that? Do you think I'm gonna say that? But if somebody tap you on your shoulder, don't turn around and get Last Dragon on me, okay? All right, so Jedidiah is here, and he's on the way. Let's see what he had to say. Let's see what Jedidiah had to say. Monday Night Raw, dog. Lucille Fox, are you emailing me or Stay Focused Media? Who you filling in? If you need anything, send me an email. Oh, Lucille, send me an email. I got you if you need anything. Aquafina, it freshes the water in my mouth. Okay, Lisa Lee. All right, they need to give you a commercial. Aquafina is the freshest water in my mouth. All right, let's go on over here. Any water with electrolytes. Oh, that's the alkaline water, right? Thanks for that. Avion, y'all get everybody said Fiji has fluoride, which is not good for your teeth. It's just the Fiji bottles, Walmart water the bottle. Y'all are funny. Okay, let's go ahead and see what Jedidiah has to say. Hit the like button if you're in here. 252 people. Let's go ahead and go up. We're going to give it about 30 minutes because we're getting long with it. And we'll have to figure something out soon. Jedidiah has a Cash App. It's Cash App $FFG. I'm sorry. Let me put it up here. Because I'm messing it up. It's Cash $FFJB. So Frank Jedidiah Brown. Cash Apps $FFJB. He put it up there. I don't know if you guys will be able to see it once I put it up here. That's why I wanted to. Yeah, you can see it now, right? I'm sharing the screen. Okay, you see it at the bottom right here. Just want to make sure, because I don't want y'all to send anything. If you're trying to support Jedidiah and what he's doing, it's that right there, that $FFJB. Okay.
And I am here in Chicago, Illinois. I was supposed to have landed last night, but unfortunately, I wasn't able to get here until now. It is now 12:55, but I want to reiterate and confirm that we are still going to be in Dolton, Illinois tonight. I want you guys to know that there is a consistent and continuous conversation going on about being prepared for every scenario. I want you guys to understand that this is a lawful assembly. I saw people who have labeled it a protest. We are not going out there to protest. We are assembling lawfully. Will our grievances be made known? Yes. Will we be vocal about those grievances? Yes. And the way we're going to be doing that is calling for the resignation of Dolton trustee Andrew Holmes on some speculatory allegations and some merited verified facts, as well as we're going to be calling accountability for Dolton Mayor Tiffany Hinyard. I finally got her name correct, Hinyard. We're going to be calling for accountability because she had a duty as a mayor to uphold and uplift this Constitution. And when she was told that there was an alleged sexual assault against one of her staff,
I don't have nothing else to say. Okay, now I can tell y'all my concerns. My concerns were, and this is me, no one else said this. My concerns was, as Burgundy Blue, as a follower of people in the activism world. I have a couple of friends at NOI, things like that. I just wanted to see what Rainbow Push to, like, I'm not taking away. I wanted to see if Jedidiah was going to be swayed, if you will. Sorry, I'm using that word, but swayed because of Tyrone Muhammad's friendship with Tiffany Hinyard. And if you don't know who Tyrone Muhammad is, he's an activist. He was here in Chicago. He's notably known as busting the window out the nail shop when they like put their hands on a black woman, like the nail shop owners. But he comes in the streets and he fights. He also owns ESCEE, I think it's the name of it. And that is remember we saw in the board meeting, I'll play it, when the guy stayed up there and he said, hey, my mugshot's all over Facebook and I'm in the second chance program. And Tyrone was the second person to speak. He has a special relationship with the mayor, from what we know, just bringing maybe the second chance program into town. But when she was first mayor, you saw Tyrone Muhammad around Dolton a whole lot. So I thought because him and Jedidiah were talking about this crime chaser drama that's going on, and I don't want to get involved in that because that's separate from Dolton. It's all weird, but it was going around on Facebook. And who they supported. I just wondered if Tyrone's influence would sway Jedidiah from holding the super mayor accountable for anything at all. So I'm glad to hear he said that, because if anybody can go in there and run game on something, and I'm not saying it in a bad way. I mean, if anybody can go in there and say, you know what, Mayor, I brought 500 people out here and these are our demands, and they open the office, Jedidiah Brown, he has the suave, if you will, to do that. That's what I'm trying. With I don't want to say male, female, because that's gender, right? With women, men, and they, Jedidiah Brown could talk a bald woman to a barrette. That's what I got to say about him. So if we need access to the mayor to listen to demands, I think Jedidiah Brown might be the one to do it. But I was concerned on if Tyrone Muhammad, sorry to bring you into it, Tyrone, it was my concern just as a citizen, if you would be somebody that could influence the way the peaceful assembly would go.
Taxpayers paid for. It's one of her staff members who was on an official trip that the village taxpayers paid for. She was supposed to have notified Las Vegas authorities of those heinous allegations. What allegations, again, for those who may not know? Those allegations was that she had something slipped into her drink. She woke up discombobulated and confused. She had been sexually assaulted. Someone engaged in unprotected sexual assault with her, and she did go to the hospital. And if I'm not mistaken, as I saw in a reporting, I can't remember where it was. We have not confirmed that part, but I do believe that there was a rape kit done. But at any rate, there was a police report filed within the right amount of time after she was fired from her job with Dolton for making those allegations. And so they have not said who those allegations are against publicly, but we know based on our research and our knowledge, and because we don't give a damn, I wish Andrew Holmes would try to sue me. Andrew Holmes is the individual who that complaint is against. Andrew Holmes is actually also the only.
I had to pause this, you guys. This is Jedidiah's content, and make sure that he does his content mainly on Facebook and it's open publicly. Jedidiah Brown, if you would like to follow him. Let me tell you, do I doubt that Jedidiah got the juice on Andrew Holmes? Nope. I think Jedidiah, now right here, he's super young, right? At this point, not super young, but this is almost 8 years ago, right? I feel like Jedidiah definitely has the inside scoop on some things that Andrew Holmes did past, present, and future. And Andrew Holmes is not going to come out and sue him at all. I just want to put that out there for sure. I think he do know, especially when that Kanika Jenkins situation happened. Like, I hate to throw her into this. It's so many things that happen. Like, just like my email is always open. Burgundy Blue Commentary @gmail.com. I am a YouTuber, but I'm new to this situation. If something I say is affecting you, please just email me so we can discuss it. Or what we could do. Like if it's something like, you know what, Burgundy, can you please, this is triggering, please let me know. It's like, it's so many things when you go back on the history. Once again, we're talking Andrew Holmes and bringing up Kanika Jenkins. Bringing up Kanika Jenkins brings up Zach TV. Bringing up Zach TV brings up this and that. It's so much, right? It goes all the way back to conspiracy theories, right? We talk about the church that wants to build in Dolton is taking Dolton to the Supreme Court, right? And they're going to have a listening. But we never talk about the church was outside of the bicycle shop, and the bicycle shop was here in the 70s, and that's where before the bicycle shop got here in the 70s, that's where Alexis Wilson met her demise. And it's just so many different things. Like when you bring up one thing, if I hope I'm not losing anybody, you bring up one little thing, other things come out like, what? Okay, you got, this cigar lounge can't open because Kiana Belcher works for the owner. It's trustee. I would like to give it trustee Kiana Belcher, but it's always something that comes up back to back to back because Dolton has a lot of history. And I don't care what nobody say. When you look at those board meetings, you'll hear somebody say, I'm a 30-year resident, a 35-year-old resident, a 20-year resident, a 10-year resident. Find me some Black person in Dolton that's been here 50 years. It's rare. It's rare. And we read that with that Dolton history column blog and how the integration of Dolton came to be. So it's not going to be a lot of people that say, oh, I've been a resident 50 years. It's not going to be a lot of Black people or people of color that can say that. So this is fundamentally, at the end of the day, new. I just wanted to share that. Dolton wasn't somewhere where you would say, oh, I'm African American and my parents been here since 1940. Not going to happen. If I'm wrong, let me know. If I'm lying, I'm flying. Let's go back to Jedidiah. So I wanted to bring that up. So to bring up Jedidiah Brown and him coming back to Chicago brings up old memories, brings up the Andrew Holmes situation. Andrew Holmes brings up Kanika. It goes on. Kanika brings up Zach TV. It goes on and on and on. It's bones buried everywhere. Everywhere. Let's continue. Let me look at these comments. I thought Andrew Holmes was supposed to be arrested by now. Is there any justice in Dolton? We have heard nothing about that case at all, right? Just really think about it. We've heard nothing about that case. My humble opinion, as somebody that's not a lawyer, not a law office, I think that thing about to be settled and we ain't gonna hear nothing about it. Like Christian Keys when he was talking about allegedly Tyler Perry. All right, fam, I'm gonna grab some nutrition before I follow this all night. Peace be the protest and may it spring forward some true action. Thanks for being here, Clark. Why he holding for so long, putting other women in harm's way, withholding information? Okay, hey Trina, who's withholding? He was right with Holmes. Yeah, I believe so. Yeah, I believe he know a lot more than what Jedidiah. He had an ear to the streets. The things went wrong with after that Kanika Jenkins, Jedidiah Brown. You can Google it for yourself. We'll talk about it tomorrow. But his stuff just started happening because of that Kanika Jenkins situation. Stuff just started falling out the sky. And that's when he left Chicago. After he did the march from Atlanta to Chicago, I don't think he completed that march. The Lakeshore Drive incident, when he thought he wanted to end it, was a situation. It was too much pressure on him. So he finally decided to take his mental health into account and he moved to Texas. So he moved to Texas where we see that, what's that little monkey name? He's so cute. But I think it's his emotional support animal. I don't know. But Jedidiah got this daggone monkey climbing all over the place. Okay, let's continue going.
Who was on the trip. So this ain't that hard. We have women who are coming who have been victims or survivors. They are survivors of sexual assault. We have people from the village of Dolton who are showing up, which is the most important part. And we're there to back them up in this lawful assembly. This meeting is not going to be canceled. We are peacefully assembling, and we do not intend to have any violence. And I would like to reiterate a couple of things, and then I'm going to get off of here because I got to get to Dolton because I got work to do. We're going to be trying to find teal ribbons. I haven't gotten those yet, but we will be trying to have teal ribbons for everybody who are going to be there to be for sexual assault awareness.
You know what? I reached out to Jedidiah, but I think that maybe his thing, because I was like, I can go to Dollar Tree and get some teal like little roses or a spool of ribbon. I'm gonna tell you where I am with it. No one told me anything. I don't have, so if you guys are just joining me, I do not have an inside to Dolton. You're only here from somebody that's watching it like you watching it. I do not know any of the trustees. None of the trustees have contacted me. I do get information from some of the amazing content creators. Y'all might share stuff that I'm not saying it's like to throw you on the bus. You tell me it's okay. Give me credit or whatever. Give me credit or don't give me credit, but I'd be trying not to, because if the trustees are, working with you, that's amazing. I don't know the trustees. I do attend meetings. What else do I have to say? As for this assembly, I reached out to several people, including Jedidiah. Nobody could tell me anything, but I do know when you email people, it go to like that hidden folder. So it probably went to like a hidden folder for him. So I'm not blaming him. So hopefully somebody got him that teal he need, because he's on a plane at 12 o'clock. Okay, so if this is a situation that's there, that's what it is. And look, nor do I want to be involved. It's just why I hear little stuff like, I can't get some teal. I'm like, oh man, I can go right here to Joann's Fabrics and get you some teal ribbons. If that's all you need is some push pins, I can make that happen. Or I can go to Dollar Tree and get you some teal roses. That's no problem. But yeah, that's what I'm just putting out there. And did I put the link up for y'all to call in? We're only going to be on here until 4:15, because I'm going to have to figure out what's going on. I got to get my ear to the street, y'all. But yeah, teal is a hard color. I ain't gonna lie. Teal is baby blue or blue. That's it. Teal is very hard to find, really cheap.
There are families that are going to be that are reported to be coming tonight that have had various incidents happen to them, and they're going to be standing up for themselves tonight, and we're going to be standing with them. There'll be time for public comment. I guys want you all to know that I've had to go back and do some studying. I'm finna be told to move, y'all, because I guess I can't film in the public spot. What's up?
What's up, bro? You can't stand right here.
Where can I stand, officer?
On the other side, all the way down there. Right.
Were they standing up?
All the way down there where the window.
Now wait a minute, where's Sean at? Sean, we know you had a hard day. But here goes Jedidiah. We're here in the airport and he can't stand right there and film. You have teal. They succeeding too. Okay, you wear your Alexis t-shirt. Okay. You say, yeah, I'm like, I'll go to Joe. All you gotta do is get that spool, right? Succeeding to get that spool, cut it off. Here you go, y'all. Here go a piece of a little push pin, put it on. Here go a safety pin. Where is Sean at? You see he violating his right. That's Chicago police too.
They're in here.
But they don't want traffic.
They don't want traffic to be stopped. I'm not
So
even.
you welcome to those because you just got off the plane. Right?
I just got off the plane.
Yeah. So let's go past back.
I just like this view, man. I ain't gonna have this same view, but let me show these people this view of this.
Oh yeah.
And then I'm gonna get on and go on down there.
Appreciate you.
Just the end, right? Y'all ain't gonna say nothing if I go to the end, right?
No, where that gentleman is standing there, all the way down there.
Okay. So I don't know how I foreseen that happening, so I ain't even gonna give him no issue because I foreseen it happen. But they don't want me to be. They don't want traffic to stop in the walkway. I guess I don't know. Well, I don't know what he's talking about. But anyway. Exactly. Y'all see, you gotta. Anyway, I've been doing some research and some studying of the Opens Meeting Act, and I would like to be clear: everybody who attends to tonight's meeting, we expect for you to be allowed to be in that meeting. We expect for you to be able to be in that meeting. And if they don't have enough space, they are required to find a bigger space. That is the law. That's the Open Meetings Act. And she.
Ooh, I didn't know that. Go ahead, Jedidiah, school us. So, Opens Meeting Act says if it's not enough space, they're required. They're required to find a bigger space. Did you guys know that? Like I said, no shame on this channel. I'm trying to tell y'all, I didn't know all this stuff was what would happen. I didn't know. It was just, I was the type of person, if the police officer said you can't jaywalk, you can't jaywalk. Just giving you an example. But now that is, thanks for that, Jedidiah. They have to find a bigger space. Now, I don't know how big Village Hall is. Is it a basement? Is it bigger in the basement? I did hear someone say that. What else is over there? Ooh, see, now that's when Dr. Scott would have came in handy, or Rutgers, because both of them got big old buildings just empty over there. The library, Dolton Public Library, the police station's not open. Old Village Hall, where you do the tickets. Oh, where they do tickets could be a good space. I'm trying to think where they will have it. They can't cancel, according to Jedidiah. Get notice with Nikki. He's saying they're supposed to require. No, that's not the ever word. Read. The occupancy limit is the limit. Thank you, Trina Downs. You know, y'all, this Trina Downs, we love you for sure. We love you. Thanks for standing up for things. Thank you. Stuff we didn't even know. They would need another place already posted for the agenda. And I'm going to say this, Miss Trina Downs. I went by there today, and I don't think they're going to have another place because they're barricading this. I'm saying barricaded, but what do we call this? Traffic? Not traffic cones. Traffic cone stoppies thingies. Guys, I'm right across from Village Hall. I just want to show you that they are in place of putting these orange things. I don't know what they're called. I'm sorry. Down. However, yeah, Public Works is over there working over there, putting these things down, and it's a lot of police presence. So that's why I didn't go through the lot. It's police presence in the lot. So yeah, they're getting ready. I guess they heard about. Sorry, guys. So I have my voice of reason coming on. Succeeding too. She give it to you straight, no chaser. You know, I'd be like, well, maybe if they move the orange cone out the way, we could just sit on the curb. She gonna give it to you straight. Lisa Lee, they asked where they could hold this venue, and she said the ice. That was the best answer all day. So I'm gonna bring this up, but I was just showing here, and I'm gonna bring Succeeding 2 up. But I was showing you guys right here the orange. They're blocking it off, so a meeting got to be there. Okay, come on up, Succeeding 2.
Hi.
Hi, thanks for being here.
How you doing?
I appreciate you. I'm doing good. I went to the dentist this morning, but it won't stop me. Let's do it. Let's go.
It's nothing is stopping you. You've been in these streets, and I saw Trina. Trina said, no, that's what it is what it is. And you know what he's referring to is there is the General Provisions Illinois Opens Meetings Act. I just have not read that because I don't live in the state of Illinois. I'm just catching back up on my Illinois stuff just because of you all.
Oh, so like Trina said, that doesn't have to be the case. Like he said, they have to move the meeting. That doesn't have to be.
I think what I didn't read the statute, so I can't say all of what it says, but I can tell you, you know, that time when they only had a few seats up, you and I talked about this last week, and they were able to move it downstairs because they had space to accommodate.
No, is it? I haven't. Okay, so Trina says she's coming. She said they don't. She's going to make sure her supporters are there first. However, public comment must be accommodated. But public comment is only 30 minutes and 10 people, 3 minutes each.
Okay.
So if it's crowded like they suspect, because I'm gonna tell you 16 too. I got you on here. I feel a little more comfortable. I went around in a circle. I was planning to go in the parking lot, right?
Right.
I just wanted to see if that red restricted was back up.
Right.
The police had blocked that entrance, so it's only one way in and one way out.
I told you they were gonna barricade the city.
Yeah, so I didn't want to,
like they did the Park District's event that time.
Oh, right. Oh, they put those concrete blocks up.
They're not gonna stop the people. I was emailing. I was doing my part, y'all, for Dolton. I was on Twitter. I sent something to and I copied Kwame. I sent them emails. I sent them video. I did my part, y'all.
Yeah.
I asked them. I said I said people all over the world want to know where you all are. I in Twitter, I added Tony, I added Father Flager, I added Kwame, I added Napoleon, I added the attorney. Let's see, I added someone else too. Oh, the Health and Human. I added 5 or 6 of them.
Mm-hmm.
And so, and then I sent a contact of mine, Channel 7, the information. And I sent someone else, the lady who's been there, and she told me she was on top of it. She was going to be there.
Awesome. Because I wonder because I've been looking, because when the whole Andrew Holmes alleged unnamed trustee situation went down in South Holland, the news was there about 2 hours before the chief came out. So I wanted to see, I'm going to say an hour and a half. Yeah. So I've been looking to see if the news is arriving. I think they will.
Right.
But I just haven't seen who's going to arrive, because actually if the news comes, I know they get access inside, but don't they take up some of they take up the space, right? So that
I
means
don't think it will be that many of them. I know the one lady that is always there from, I can't think of, she's real responsive on her email. She's on top of it. She's like, I plan on being there. And because I sent her the videos and I sent her the snapshot from your page. And Dane, I sent him a video. I sent everyone the videos. I was pulling videos, you all, out of my behind. I'm so serious. I did like some links that were just things of question that I sent Napoleon and those guys. I even went to the main page, and I thought it was going to kick me out since I'm not an Illinois resident, where it asks you to put your name and then address. But their website did not kick me out. It did let me complete it. And I did put the links there. Oh, I sent it to the watchdogs also. I was doing it, y'all.
Oh my goodness, we appreciate you, 16 too. Like, let me tell you, that pen to paper, that's what I was talking about. Like, I think we're gonna have to do it. Like, this almost has to go just what you were doing. It's gonna have to go all the way to the grassroots. We can't just say, oh well, why you not listening to me? They have to see it, and it has to be receipts that it has happened.
Because I told them all, the people want to know where you are. I said people all over the world want to know where you all are, and people are reporting on this all over the world.
Yeah. Soul Man said, I think 16-2, that's great. We should create a mass email campaign.
I think so.
I don't know what that is, so y'all gonna have to.
Well, tell us what you mean, Soul Man, to make sure that we're all on the same page, because when you say that, what it means to me may be different. I was actually just kind of thinking of like everyone that needs to know. And I did tell Kwame on his, and I know I said it to Napoleon on his. I said, I've lived most of my adult years in the western suburbs. I said, in Naperville, this would not occur. And I just kind of left it to that for him to meditate on what that really means and how the people of Dolton deserve to be treated.
Yeah, that's amazing, because it wouldn't happen in Naperville or
I'm telling you, we would flip the tables, like Teresa, I'm telling you. And even where I am now, our demographics are very diverse here, but we would flip the tables.
Yeah. Like I said, people be like, they always use Naperville and I love Plainfield, Naperville, and it's something else over there I love. It's another suburb.
Woodridge.
Oh, okay. Yes.
Bolingbrook.
Bowling, yeah. Look, stay over there, Drew Peterson. But what we be saying with,
I know I used to see him ride around too when I lived
ooh,
there.
he a mess. We talked about him on my in the earlier days on my channel.
But they didn't just stop and harass people. I do have to say that piece. Although he had that situation he had, I never did they stop and just harass people there.
Oh, okay.
And I moved there in the 80s.
Oh, nice. Okay, yeah, because so like what's going on here? We said we wouldn't even see this in Orland Park.
Yeah. Nope, definitely not. So that's why I probably have this attitude, you know what I'm saying, of this, like, this should not be happening. You know what I'm saying is based on me moving. And when I was telling you that story about me moving from the city there, that is what changed my attitude. Is once I got there, everything was just very different. I remember them telling me, oh, our school district is very progressive. You know what I mean? It was just the way it was. I remember my daughter having a problem with a bully at school and them saying to me, oh, you could be rest assured the Woodridge School District does not tolerate that. And you know, as a parent, how you go to work with a sense of, oh, you know what I mean? Because you don't have to worry about that because of the way she said it with such oh, we don't tolerate that in the Woodridge School District. And I believe that, and I never had an issue again. And that's the way it was. You know what I'm saying? And that's the way it should be everywhere.
Yeah. Yeah. It should be that everywhere. And it's scary when we think about it. Okay. Exactly what's going on here. It's almost like, okay, if it was, let me tell you, she could have got away with a lot, but it's a takeover because of no transparency. No one, and you know, I was ignorant to that. I was sitting there like, I don't understand what's the problem. We got a slide at the new park. What are y'all mad about? That
right. And I kept trying to get you from that slide.
And now I see, well, you know what? If when I saw that first $500,000 check being signed,
right?
Well, if the budget $30 million, that's 29.5, and if we knew another 100,000 on the ice skating rink, that's
right. You're adding it the Tiffany way, but you're not remembering that there's already a $2 million, $3 million deficit that you're starting with.
Exactly, and then I'm confused about that too. And like I said, I don't want ever to have the trustees on my page because I'm not saying I'm influential in changing anybody's thoughts. I'm not saying that. But because I'm on the ground, I will always have pre-written questions for them because I don't.
It's fine. Questions are fine. But that's why Trina and those guys want you at the meetings, because you can bet you won't have some of those questions that you have once you are at those meetings.
Now, I've been to the meetings, and the things I've saw has been from my angle. It's my angle, but I'm not behind the, you know what they say, closed session?
Right.
Session. So from my angle, everybody's going back and forth. And I think a lot of the residents feel like that. We all going, it's definitely, the mayor mouth does get disrespectful, don't get me wrong. Right. But it's like everybody's going back and forth. And it does end up at this point where I think I heard Trustee Steve say it. A lot of us be like, well, the mayor said it.
Right.
You know what I mean? And it just ends up like that.
Yeah, but think about it. There was a time where it wasn't back and forth and where they just sat there. Like, for instance, when she made that horrible accusation about Trustee House, he didn't say anything at that time. So if you don't go back and forth with someone and defend what they say at that moment, especially, I'm sure they learned at a point, that's how they have to deal with her. They can't just let it sit there. They can't just not say anything like you may do in other situations, because with that type of personality, she has that Trump thing where she'll leave it standing out there and it seems like it's the truth. Because before they did not go back and forth. And when she made that horrible comment about him, he didn't address it at that time. And if you notice in other instances with everyone else, they didn't address it at that time either. But then it became a point where they did realize, you know what, we're going to have to defend ourselves. because if we don't say it at that time, it will just be there, and the people they're going to, because it's just like, okay, the people, they won't let you have a Christmas tree. So just kind of leave it out like that. Or I'm going to tell the people, you're not letting them have windows. Okay, people. So if you don't say, well, the reason is because we have all these other bills and you're not paying the others, like they said the last time, if they just left it there, it would be nothing. Now, see, so it's something about us culturally where we like this peace. We just want everyone to get along. And that is not the reality of politics when there is greed. And so we can't stay in kumbaya, because this is not a kumbaya situation. This is a situation that the residents needed to put her in her place and remind her, we pay your salary and it is not reversed. You're not giving us anything that we're not paying for.
Yeah.
The roofs, even if whatever you're giving us, we've already paid for it, because we've paid for it through taxes, is what the residents need to remind her. She's not giving you all anything.
Yeah. Yeah. So this is my question. What about now? I'm just asking because this is my thing. Like we didn't see the Christmas tree, we didn't see the Easter baskets, even though that was fiscally irresponsible, from what I understand. What about when Dolton had nothing?
Yeah.
What's the outcome of that? Like when previous administrations just did not do anything for the youth, and now she's doing something for the youth. I think that's what a lot of people like. Well, then, so now we take it away, but we do know we need street lights. We do know we need water mains fixed. What? So where do you go?
Well, did she really do something for the youth if the youth can't use the basketball court?
Yes. Oh, I meant to tell you that. So I drove by today, and it was open. But
of course, that's because company there.
Yeah. So I was like, okay. So I drove by today. The basketball court was open. Then I drove by the Village Hall. Now, let me tell you, the second time I drove by, I kind of got, when I was across the street, it was a Tahoe behind me from the time I got. But I said, if he so pull me over, I'm good. Right. That's what I want to make sure that people know. Right. Like, make sure you have your hands at 10 and 2 or whatever the rules are. Make sure you're doing the description. If you're coming up Lincoln Avenue, now this is where I want to be clear. If you're getting off 9094, and look, seceding 2, you probably going in your brain to see what I'm talking about. On 9094 by White Castles. When you hit that light, it's a camera. Make a full stop. Make a full stop. Okay. 3 minutes. If the camera gets you, you have to prove you stopped for 3 minutes.
3 minutes, okay.
3 minutes, yes. Stop at that White Castle light. That's where you're gonna get off at the expressway Dolton East. You're gonna make a right, going by Menards.
Oh, yep.
That is going to be Lincoln Avenue at that point. That Lincoln Avenue goes from 45 miles an hour right there. But when you get to Lincoln, and I don't need to, before you get to Sharks, it turns to 20. It's a church right there. I think it's maybe Lincoln in California. It turns to 20 miles an hour. Oh, wow. Be aware that it goes from 45 to 20 to 25.
Speed trap.
Yes, please be aware. That leads you to Village Hall. So make sure you watch the signs, adhere to the speed limit, have your seatbelt on, have your license and registration over wherever you do on your phone or whatever. That's why I keep mine. And then just make sure you adhere to those speed limits, because when people get off of Sibley and they make that right, they're going to get a camera flash right there. But you have to do a 3-minute stop right there.
Okay.
Yeah. So I just want to make sure people know, because that is important. Lincoln Avenue, we heard a man at the board meeting. He was like, my house shake.
Right.
Lincoln Avenue from 45 to 25. That's what it was. It's 25. It go from 45 to 25 in a second. So make sure, because you're approaching the bend. And when you're approaching the bend, your next stop is Lincoln Elementary School, I believe. So when you have to slow up right there. Now we get to Village Hall for some reason across the street from Lincoln High School is 40 miles an hour, but I digress.
Right.
I
Yes.
digress. But yeah, I'm about to get up and figure out what I'm going to do. I haven't letting you guys know what I'm going to do because I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't know if I'm gonna bring
The
water.
spirit would tell you, but you got some people tuned in here. You probably have announced Italy.
Italy? Who's Italy? Let me see.
Tuned in from Naples, Italy.
Oh, thanks for being here. Thank you.
And Trina said she had her rights violated in Naperville, right? But nothing like this. And you know what? I do have to say, Trina, things have changed because it used to be a time where you just kind of drove around in that area and you didn't have any issues. But as I have to say, as it used to be a time where it was not as diverse as it is, but as more people of other ethnicities have moved in, yeah, it is a difference there. But like you said, it's nothing like this. You're not gonna have, because I know who the previous mayor was that passed, and you're just not gonna have any issues with that. Like he didn't walk around. Well, he kind of looked like a character. Trina, you moved there in 2008, so you were there during the time when that previous mayor, I can't think of his name. I have a picture with him and he just has this look like a character. But he loved the people. He loved hugging as well, kind of like you were describing. But he wasn't kissy like you described, Frank.
Ziccarelli was kissing.
Now he didn't kissy me, but he had like his whole entourage when he walked around. But you have people from Birmingham, the UK. You have people from Thornton Township in the house.
Yes, they
California. You have people from all over. And like someone did say in here, they're not giving you anything. And that's what the people have to realize is we have to stop acting like it's given to you all. You all are paying for these services. You all, they are their job. You elected them in. Their job is to take care of you all's needs and not reverse. And it's turned into reverse.
Oh yeah, Miss Trina helped me realize this. And let me tell you, Lenny Xavier has a question. May he ask you a question? He wants to ask you a question, Lenny Xavier, season 2.
Oh.
I put it on the screen.
Oh, sure. Okay, Lenny.
So we're gonna wait for Lenny to come up. He's like, he got a question. Okay.
Doon.
Right.
You have DC in the house.
We got DC.
Jay Jones back.
Jay Jones cracks me up. I love
WREM 970. That sounds like a radio station. No light lasts 3 minutes. Y'all must have some long lights.
Oh, did I say 3 minutes? 3 seconds.
Oh,
3
okay.
seconds.
You did. We were thinking, you got River.
Oh, 3 minutes would be too long. I'm sorry. No, you have to stop. Like if you want to make a right turn, I'm so sorry, guys. My brain, y'all. I went to the dentist today. I'm trying to get it together. 3 seconds.
Right. Yes.
You have to have a stop, and they count 1, 2, 3, and then you turn because you can turn on red, but you cannot turn on red immediately when you see it's not. You gotta go 1, 2, 3. Then you're out of that ticket. Just so you know. Sorry, guys. Sorry, that was my bad.
Wait a minute. So Trina, you come all the way from Naperville. Girl, Trina comes from Naperville. She's all on 355, taking 355 to 80 and hitting it.
Whoa! Thanks, Miss Trina. I thought you were in Dolton, South Carolina.
Or if she's moved back, she's still there helping the people. Trina may have dual residence, so she could go tiptoe back there when she needs a little peace of mind. And Trina probably coming back over.
Yeah.
You got Riverdale in the house.
Aubrey said he was wondering 3 minutes. I'm sorry, y'all. Forgive me. 3 seconds. And I learned that from going to the daggone court in Dolton.
Right.
He was like, you have to 3 second stop. I said, well, why y'all don't have that posted? If it's no traffic going coming either way, it says you could turn on red. So I would turn on red. And they said you have to make a 3 second stop. So 1, 2, 3. I don't know if that's considered a non-California roll, but 1, 2, 3. When you count to the 3 seconds, because and if you guys have a question on if Dolton has cameras, yes, they do, because I was on there not doing 1, 2, 3 when they pulled it up in court.
We didn't think you were serious. We were going definitely. Oh yeah, she has her two. Yes, she there in neighbor. Trina, I probably see you when I'm at the stores. I probably see you at the TJ Maxx that is in on 75th and Lamont, and probably at the Home Run and Pizza.
Ooh, that Home Run Inn sounds so good. Maybe that would be my anybody. If y'all at protest, y'all need some Italian Fiesta. Maybe that's my contribution because I just don't know.
Oh, Riverdale is in the house. That's y'all neighbors.
Man, it's a book in the library that I did get that wasn't a reference only book, and it's about how the train situation happened between Dolton and Riverdale. And Dolton and Riverdale was supposed to be one city at one point.
Ah,
Yeah,
they kind of are, aren't they? Not really, but kind of, sorta.
They
like
not
cousins?
anymore. They're cousins, but not anymore. But back in the day, everything was Dolton / Riverdale. Even the baseball teams, it was Dolton Riverdale Little League, Dolton Riverdale cheerleading, and now to this day is Dolton is separate and Riverdale is separate. Two separate,
wow.
yeah. But yeah,
the police kind of work together because isn't that how that taser situation happened with that poor young man that was autistic that had you all's police in Dolton and their police there?
Yeah, let me tell you. That taser situation, I think that's still in court too.
Oh, you can now. You know, Mattia Valley cannot even verse Thornridge High School. Trina, you being funny, but I'm a Downers Grove Mustang mom. Okay, mighty Mustangs. Thank you.
I love it. Now wait a minute. I got another comment. I'm sorry if you guys are just catching that. I'm sorry. I was standing on. You have to stand there 3 minutes. No, I meant 3 seconds. Y'all, I think I'm still traumatized for that $200 ticket.
Oh, look at my dog. Rex said if 3 seconds is not posted, it is not law.
And let me tell you, when you get off that exit, you get off the expressway. You're familiar with the area. You get off the expressway, and it's immediately either like a traffic you're trying to merge, but it's White Castle on the right.
Right.
So White Castle on the right, you're about just
you're merging quick.
Yeah, you're merging quick to that light. I don't know what it says, but the light does not say do not turn on red. So the line behind you is a honking. They are honking. And if you see it's clear, you just turn right on red. But they want a 3 second stop from what I'm told right there at the light. 3 seconds, not 3 minutes. I'm sorry, y'all. 3 minutes. Don't stand there 3 minutes talking about Burgundy told you and you hold up the whole Chicago line.
Oh, you got African and Blessed, African American woman saying hello from Sally, Senegal.
Oh,
it's 9:11 p.m. here. You making history.
Thank you. Let me tell you, 16-2. And wait, I gotta see where the Senegal comment. I have a great friend. She's an actress. Her name is Thea Camara. Her husband's from Senegal, which makes her from Senegal. She stays there. But I got some waist beads from Senegal. I love it from the ocean there. I love it. She sent me that. Most traffic signs, you have to come to a complete stop, meaning all 4 wheels stop moving. That's probably why they tell you count. Thanks, Regina Harden. So if I
agree with her. That probably is why they tell you. Latrina must be like, Trina, you must be my cousin. She says it's a shame they say they spend 13 to 16K per student. They are not spending 13 to 16K per student. I agree.
Thornridge? No.
Correct.
But
no, they are not.
A hair salon, which is so weird because back in the day, Canella's, I think it was, used to take the Thornridge students. But I heard they opened like a hair place in Thornridge, which I wish was available when I went there. Not that I wanted to do hair, but I thought that was a good trade.
I think that is a good thing for, kids. Like, I mean, think about it. Even in college, they could have a side hustle.
Yeah, because I was in auto shop.
Right. Were you?
I was in woodwork and auto shop. It wasn't no hair. I would love to be there.
You were in auto shop for real?
Oh, wait a minute. Like I could help you with your alternator. Lenny Xavier
Look,
said,
I'll drop that motor.
oh, here's your question. What made you interested in the affairs of Dalton and Mayor Tiffany? What was your first issue with her?
So I don't live in Dolton, so what happened with me was I was minding my business, and there was this nice mature lady, and she was live because Lacey was following her. And as she was live, he was asking her for ID, and she's like, "You know who I am." And so I'm listening, and all of us that are and it just came, it just appeared. I don't even know her. And all of us that were watching, she was protecting herself. And people were commenting, and people were saying, he always does this, and they were sharing their experiences, and people were saying he keeps doing this to her. And so that was the first time that I saw it, and that kind of made me interested. And I'm a person where I just believe that everyone should have fair treatment. Like, I was talking to my best friend, and I was telling her how they didn't have stores in a certain area in Chicago, and I felt bad. And she's like, and I do know I live 7 minutes from everything. I have 4 grocery stores by me, but it was not about what I had. It was about what my family, friends that I don't know in other areas don't have. I think that just like I could run to 4 stores, they should be able to run to 4 stores too. And so I kind of feel like that with everything. And so she was like, "Well, why are you worried? You live close to, I have $3 stores by me. You know what I mean? I have
Wow.
4 grocery stores, Joann's, I have Dick's Sporting Goods, I have Marshall's, I have Home Goods, TJ, I have everything. But it's not about what I have. I feel that everyone should have the same things that I have, and that we should never be so into what we have that we forget about what others don't have." So that's kind of what got me interested. And then as I started watching the meetings, and I started seeing the corruption, what I interpreted as corruption, and I'm listening to this person saying that this money was spent and that the village should be paying for them to look good because they want her, and doing a commercial like, and people as us as Blacks will actually buy into that. We will actually listen and be like, "Oh, yep, you sure should. No, you should not. You should not be looking good on my dime. No, use the money, the salary that you earn to look good." And so I just didn't think that that was right, that occurred there. And I don't think that the harassment, like, I don't get stopped by police. Well, I got stopped like a couple of times. And each of them told me, if we see nothing, we'll let you go. And so the first time it happened, it was like, because 10 years ago. And I said, "Well, you're going to let me go because I don't have any tickets even. I don't even have a parking ticket." So he saw that and he let me go. He told me the reason he stopped me was because I turned before the left-hand turn in Munster. And so he did let me go. And so the next time I told the police officer, "If you see that red car right there, do not stop it. Tell all your friends, leave this car alone." I said, "Because I only speed on the expressway on 80. I said, "And I only do that Monday through Friday." I said, "But on the weekends, I'm a good law-abiding citizen." And he said, "I can't believe you're telling me this." He says, "But out of curiosity, why do you only speed Monday through Friday?" I said, "Because that's why they call it I-80, because when I get on 80, I do 80. I said, "But when I get to seriously, when I hit Indiana, I do not ever speak in my
Yeah.
own community." And it's not that I've been stopped by that. I just do not speed. And and so that was kind of that. And so I just kind of feel that the interaction I've had with my police officers, where they're laughing with me, letting me go, not harassing me, should be everyone's experience. Even in Woodridge, this was years ago, you know, when they first made it where you had to have insurance, and I didn't have insurance then because, you know, money was tight somewhere else. And even at that time, look, they had to take me to the police office, but they let me drive there myself. And they were talking and laughing and everything, and they gave me my little citation, let me go.
Mm.
And
You
that
know,
should be everyone's
that should be everyone.
experience, where you could have these people that you can depend on that treat you that way with dignity and respect.
Yeah.
And I just feel everyone deserves the same thing that I have. You know what I'm saying? And that's what got me interested. And that's my problem, is I feel like she's hustling. As I'm watching, and as I started watching the videos, and I'm watching Trina and all of them, all regular and all the trustees, y'all became like my family. And so then I'm just like, oh no, I'm concerned about them. I got to watch out for them. I have to make sure, you know, I look out for them. And that's what happened.
That's amazing, because I think that Dolton needs a lot of people that will look out for them, because it was a lot of people that it was hard to take this first step, the retaliation. I think my fear was, man, what if something happened and we need those services? Much like that grandmother we saw in that video.
Right.
Like the fact that she's getting kicked out.
That's her name, Lucille, Marquita Franklins.
Marquita, yeah, she was in a drop top, right? And she said, I have my 38 on my hip, and I want to make sure that you know I'm concealed carry and I'm legal.
Well, she knew at this point, he knew who she was. And she was like, why do you keep bothering me? And that's when I realized that there was a problem there.
Yeah, that is the climate here. I could stamp that on Marquita. It's like this. She said, she said, I appreciate you could stop me or whatever it was she said, but she said, I need someone else to get me out this car.
Right. Yeah. And at this point, she was just kind of tired of him stopping her, because I think it was Lucille that may have even shared with me she doesn't live there anymore. Right, Lucille?
This is great. She has a YouTube channel as well. I follow her.
Maybe that's how she came up. Because I'm not on Facebook ever. I have Facebook. I'm just not ever on it. But I bet it was her YouTube that I caught.
Mm-hmm. And let me tell you, this situation, I see two things succeeding too. I want to finish playing Jedidiah video on what to do. I'm glad you corrected me on some things that may not be possible. And then I also see Shay is going live at 4:45. And if you guys didn't know, I try to respect all the people covering this, because I came in at the last minute. So if I see Hannibal or Shawan or Shay, I don't want to take up all hours, you know, with my content. Not that anybody said anything, but I try to like dip off. But what I'm planning to do, I can't really tell you, but I'm planning to be back tonight.
Okay.
If y'all don't
do what you're going to, well, you got all kinds of prayers. You have prayers from Inglewood.
Oh, thank you.
You have Inglewood, California, that is.
Oh, yeah. I love
She's
Inglewood.
in the wood in California. Mara has been on pins. I think you're Mara cousins, like Trina and I, because Mara has been on pins and needles as well. And she is sitting on ready.
Yeah, that's it, because it's a lot. It's a lot. Like the climate here is not comfortable. Like when I saw those black Tahoes coming behind me, I was like, man, like I was like, for that one time I was alone. I was like, see, that's why I got to bring somebody with me, because I was like, I don't know how this is gonna go. Like, will they be like, okay, we saw you and you had a bag of mushrooms or something weird like that? Like, yes. I just didn't know. And I didn't know who was in the Tahoe. But even though I'm just exercising my rights, right?
They are your rights. Exactly.
It's nerve-wracking, because unlike Hannibal, unlike Shawan, unlike these people that I do love and follow,
right.
I'm not far. So
right.
That's my thing. And my loved ones aren't far. So I'm just trying to make sure things are.
But your loved one's going to be protected, because you're making sure these things that you're doing it for your family and your friends.
Yeah, because it's not right. At the end of the day, some transparency, and let me tell you, I'll tell you, succeeding too. I was drinking the Kool-Aid. No transparency is crazy. We don't have minutes. Simple things as minutes.
Right.
It's not posted. Even the agenda is not posted.
Right.
Like things are not posted when you want to know what's going on. If they locked us out the building, it should be posted on the website. Hey, just so you know, because of recent situations, this is where you go to pay your bills. It's not even on the website. That's what a website is for.
Yeah. And so, and Lenny, Xavier, are you from Illinois? Because it sounds like you're trying to get an understanding as well. Because you said, so we want to address the police corruption and budget issues of the mayors. That's fine. Why are we starting at the letter T? Now, when you say at the letter T, are you speaking of why are we starting with the mayor, the person that is in charge of that budget, the person that is allegedly using those cards and purchasing those Tahoes and things like that without the board's approval? Is that the T you're speaking of, Lenny? You have West Virginia in the house. You have everyone.
Yeah, and this is the other thing. Like, I believe that tonight is going to be even. Oh, let's succeed too. Do you want to stay on while I finish playing what Jedidiah plan is, or do you want to read out? Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and play his plan because you guys, I want to make sure I'm not giving you misinformation before you arrive to Dolton. So just so you know, it wasn't 3 minutes stop. It was 3 seconds. Don't be holding up the leg. Just stop fully, all 4 wheels, like my person said in the chat. 4 wheels stop or count to 3, then make that right.
I like what they said.
The camera does flash right there, and the ticket is $200.
What?
Yeah, and then when you keep on going down, when you get to Lincoln Avenue, like, because GPS is gonna lead you this way to get to the Village Hall, it's gonna make you make that right at the light if you're coming from Chicago, and if you're coming from Indiana, it's gonna be a left. But if you make that right, no, I'm sorry, if you come from Indiana, you're gonna go straight. I'm sorry, if you come from Indiana, you'll get off on 154th. You're gonna be going straight, and that's gonna lead you straight to Lincoln anyway. Downtown Dolton is Lincoln Avenue leading, but Lincoln Avenue, when you pass Menards, it go from 45 to a drastic.
So that's that straight, like if you're going down the side of Menards.
Oh yeah, that's okay. You know where Menards are. So you saw White Castle, then you saw Menards. That's 45.
Okay, so if I'm going like straight down the side part of Menards,
you're at 45 when you pass.
Like if I'm going to pick up an order.
Oh yeah, 45. But if you're going to not Dorchester, you're not turning off. You just keep on going straight down the side. So on the left will be U.S. Bank on your left.
Okay.
Menards will be on your right.
I think, okay, I know what you're talking about now.
That main street leads you to Village Hall.
I've never been downtown.
Oh, okay.
I didn't even know you all had a downtown.
Oh, yes. That's where you get all the crazy tattoos and everything back in the day. Downtown Dolton. It would be a movie theater. It was a club. It was a arcade. It was crazy downtown Dolton. It was really festive.
But it would be nice if they brought a downtown back that just had all kinds of, just nice things. Like,
it looked like it because I think the Rutgers, him and his team brought the Cigar Lounge, which was one building. Then the Creole sit-in restaurant was another. Now this is directly across from Village Hall. You got the Creole building, right? I'm sorry, you got the cigar building that Rutgers been fighting for.
Right, that would be nice to have there.
Yes, the sit-down lounge.
That would be nice, like a nice sit-down lounge, a nice cigar lounge. That would be really nice to have there.
It would, and he bought the last building on the corner, which was an old antique building.
Wow!
So he bought half the block. Before Rutgers, you just got the old Dolton Liquors, who Pablo used to be an owner of, but it failed in the pandemic. And then before that, it's tore down, but it used to be Mr. Ricky's. His nightclub used to be right there.
Wow.
Yeah, so Dolton used to be booming back in the day. But yeah, you guys be careful. When you hit Menards, it's 45. You go up about 3 blocks, you got Burger Vandenberg Grammar School. that speed limit is 30. When you hit Woodlawn, it's a light, but it turns back to 45. I wrote it down. Now I can tell you. You turns back to 45. Now when you hit past California 2 blocks, it turns to 25. So it's a speed situation right there. Please adhere to the best that you
Right.
can.
Yeah, because
Because
they would want to get y'all caught up.
and GPS leads you that way. We tried it today. GPS does not lead you any other way when you get off the expressway coming from Chicago, or if you get off the expressway coming from 94 West or 94 East. It does not lead you any other way but Lincoln Avenue mainly.
Okay. Somebody, Lenny says, you got people in the third world countries online invest. Yep, you sure do have people invested, because you know what, Lenny, if we don't worry about each other, that's all we have is to worry about each other. And just because everything is fine with us doesn't mean that we should be okay. Everything is fine in our little families, because let one of us have a situation where we have a child that has, like, I had a friend whose niece had leukemia. So let that be your situation, that someone has a serious situation, then everyone becomes important to them, and they depend on everyone to help them out. And so that's why we have to do more of corporate community. We need to look, at ways to help each other out. That's what we're missing, in fact. Lucille, she moved to Matteson.
I've heard that.
Okay. My friend used to be the village president of Matteson.
We've heard all kind of things, but I do know one thing. If she was to not win either seats, we wouldn't see her anymore.
Oh, yeah, she would have to leave, because life would be, could you imagine without having everything that's going on now? Life would be so different. Nick H said 6:30 meeting start time. And you have prayer from Calumet City. Family members still live in Thornton Township. You have prayer from Florida. Oh, Florida's in the house. Oh, I'm from Florida too. Volusia County, Kevin. That's all I have to say is Volusia County and Gator Bait. I know I can't do the Gator Bait sign anymore since you all have that horrible governor there that's, doing all those crazy things and taking Black history away from the state of Florida.
What? Taking away Black history?
Yes. They've even tried to change the law and how it is perceived. Like we weren't really, it wasn't really slavery. It was really, seriously.
Okay. You guys, this is crazy, because I wanna get down to that on this channel. Okay, 16-2. Let's watch Jedidiah, because I gotta get out of here to get me a front row seat. Okay, let's see what Jedidiah
has. Got some people in here. Prayer from Illinois.
And if you're in here, hit the like button.
Oswego is in the house.
Oh, Oswego, Illinois. That's where
Georgia's in the house. You have some people from all over. H-Town, Texas. See, y'all Texas people are different. Y'all almost like, they're like me. If all of us from Texas and Florida and me were all there, we wouldn't last a day, because we don't tolerate nothing. In Texas, they don't play that mess. They said those cameras were outlawed, and we don't even have them in my town either.
Wait, I gotta read these cash apps. I don't want. Thank you so much, Kim, for the $5 cash app. Let me tell you, that go right back in my tank, so I can be nosy. Thank you, Optimum Prime, for the $5 cash app. And the last one is thank you. Oh, is that the shade? Is that the same shade? Well, I don't know. Thank you, Deshay, for the $10 cash app. I don't know. It didn't say. It didn't say. I thought it was my Shay. Okay, but no, it wasn't. Thank you for the $10 cash app. Okay, let's go ahead and listen to the rest of Jedidiah, and we'll get up out of here, because we got to get us a seat. We got to see.
Yes, got to get our popcorn ready.
And I wonder if who gonna be able to make it to the post. You guys, we probably should do like a Super Bowl square thing, like without really gambling.
We do.
Who's gonna be able to make it to the podium tonight?
And we need to, and since you love history and stuff, you have to write down all these states, because you have Connecticut. You have more states in your live today than you have had. So you have to document Ohio, upstate New York. They are all here. Southern Maryland, Minnesota, New York City is in the house. Moscow, girl. You have people from all over. The ATL is in the house. You have people from all over that are watching.
Thank you so Moscow. Wow. Oh my goodness. All I remember from Moscow is the Michael Jackson song when he was like, Cole, he's like, how does it feel?
So all these places you're gonna have to tell us about. You love history, so you're gonna have to tell us about all these places. Hawaii.
Oh, Kiki, you're from Hawaii. Wow. Is Andrew Holmes gonna show up? You know what?
I don't think so.
Okay, if he show up, would do you think the trustees, like, because he sit between Kiana Belcher and Jason House?
He is not showing up. Melrose Park, New Jersey. He is not showing up.
He is not showing up. The agenda has been posted. I'm gonna put it up really quickly. Even though her signature is all on all paraphernalia out here. I guess it's a problem. But here we go, really, really quickly. The agenda is up, and you guys, if you need it, email me at burgundybluecommentary@gmail.com. This is a public agenda. It is up, and this is going to be really juicy tonight because this is going to be a time that the trustees are going to veto the veto, right? For lack of a better word.
Yes. Yeah, he is not coming.
You know, if Andrew Holmes don't come, she loses a vote, but doesn't matter because she only get 2 votes anyway.
Yeah. She knows it's gonna be vetoed.
Oh, they said Sean has been released. Sean, we're praying for you and thanks for fighting the fight.
Awesome. Yes.
Been released. Sean, look, let me tell you, South Holland police didn't want no smoke. They thought they could probably get in his head, but they were done. They're like, that's about it. This other state, they arrested him.
You have so much love here. You have Detroit, you have Alabama. Yeah, I agree with Lola. He is running with him. Portland, Maine. You have some love in this house that is looking out for the people. And that's what it's all about. It's all about us all being from all different places, all nationalities, all coming together and all having a love for each other. Just like if you all have something going on in your states, you letting us know and we there for you all.
Yes. Okay. 16-2. Let's play Andrew. Oh, I'm sorry. Let's play Jedidiah. And see, and then we'll have our commentary. I'm gonna get up out of here so I can get a 30. Okay. And thank you, because the people love you. Thank you so much.
Oh no, it's you all. It's all of you.
Are amazing. Okay, let's go ahead and see what he finished up and said, because he told us about the rule. I'm gonna go back to that rule and then we'll keep going.
Be in that meeting. We expect for you to be able to be in that meeting, and if they don't have enough space, they are required to find a bigger space. That is the law. That's the Open Meetings Act, and she has to abide by those rules. If she does not abide by those rules, I can guarantee y'all that I don't think that they're just going to be in for a few surprises. And so we got a lot of scenarios that we've been ready and practicing and praying for. And what I was about to say, we have 2 lawyers. We were initially going to have 4, but I condensed it down to 2 because if anything happens, I want you guys to know they're supporting anything that I am organizing. As long as you remain within our call, I'm going to make sure you have backup. So we do have 2 lawyers who are going to be present with us. They are on retainer for everybody. And we have, I don't know if y'all remember the Kanika Jenkins protest days, but I'm going to always have jail support. Do we anticipate anybody going to jail? No. Do we want anybody to go to jail? No. But we are aware, and so I'm not going to play games. I just don't want y'all to be afraid. We are aware of whoever the hell commander or chief of police Lacey think he is, and I can't wait to meet his fat ass. And I dare him try to violate my civil rights because I'm going to have a few surprises for that boy. because I am not the kind of person you fuck with and think that they'll let up. So anyway, you all can come out tonight and have the full confidence that Jedidiah has thought about all that could possibly be thought about, and we're not there to cause harm to the Dolton village or to create chaos for the Dolton residents. We're there to back y'all up. We got your call. We're accepting it. We're going to we're not doing this one hit and quit. We're going to continue to organize and help you all out until you all have found peace and resolve in the issues that you are facing. And I'm going to press to get the answers to the questions that we are working to get. I do understand that there is rain. I cannot say we've got umbrellas, but I will say this. If you are watching this live and you are not of the foolish to think that this stuff is going to be free, and you willing to help because you may not be able to personally attend, if you all consider contributing to the cause, I'll make sure even more infrastructure is put in place for the people who are showing up. For example, something to protect them from rain. I do want to try to get, I saw that there's a meeting tonight. Yeah, we do expect the media to be involved. We need to get stuff that's going to, oh, that's the other thing. Shit, I don't have the address, but I'm trying to get somebody, because I promise y'all, so far we ain't got no contributions for this. We are doing this all ourselves so far. But we're trying to identify a place outside of the village to park. But I need people who will drive from the meetup spot into the village. I'm gonna be driven into the village, and I'm gonna get dropped off, because I'm not gonna give them no opportunity to mess with our cars. Ain't gonna be no towing, ain't gonna be no nothing. So if you are somebody that's gonna be driving there, just direct message me and we'll tell you where we're gonna be meeting outside of the village. It's not that huge, not that big, and then we will drive you into the village, because we're gonna walk like maybe 5 steps, and then we're gonna be outside of Lacey's jurisdiction. And I'm gonna stand on the line and say, nigga, get back. So and it's just a precaution. But yeah, we're there for sexual assault awareness. We demand the resignation of Andrew Holmes. We would love to get an answer to why this has not been responded to from the mayor, because it's such a horrible and heinous allegation, and she responds to everything else. And beyond that, we're calling for that accountability, because she obstructed justice by not notifying the Las Vegas Police Department that type of allegation had even been made on a village paid trip. That and a slew of other things. But we're gonna take steps here so that this doesn't get confused, and we're gonna focus it. And of course, we're gonna back people up, demanding transparency on how the super mayor is spending them funds. All right, y'all. There is a big parking lot right across the street from the village. There's plenty of parking. If it's in the village, no thank you.
I didn't mean to pause that, but yeah, it is a parking lot. But when I went by there, it had those orange thingamajobs in front of it. So that parking lot is blocked off. It would be the parking lot where the old bank was. It's totally blocked off. And then the next parking lot is like a bar. It's blocked off too. So I don't know if what Jedidiah is saying about the parking could be an issue. He was smart to say that, because I see it as one way in, one way out, possible traffic stop. Let me see your situation. What you think, Succeeding to?
I agree with you, but you know what? People could get out of their car. That's code for, like, if you were downtown Chicago, you wouldn't have your car anyway. You would get out your car and you would park and just go protest.
Yes. So the next city over technically is Riverdale, and then let me see behind that. No, you have to go to like 130th. That would be like Chicago.
And you all are really close, because I was surprised. I think, isn't Riverdale like 1.8 or less than 2 miles away?
Oh yeah, if you're at the Dolton Public Library, you could just walk to Riverdale.
Yeah, because I saw it was
Calumet City. And someone said, "What about security for the cars?" I don't know. You know what? Contact Jedidiah Brown, because, and I did put the address in there, because I'm like, when you think about it, it is scary, because now you got tolls. Now, if you didn't know, allegedly, I do not know this to be true, but something going on with a connection with a hookup with the toll place. So if
Oh,
if they're gonna make money, that, because if you cut it off with you guys, I'm gonna get out of here in a second because I gotta figure this out. Because if you cut it off with the orange cones, does that make that private property where they don't want you to park there? Where do you park if you don't park in the Leicester Village Hall
I
situation?
wonder if they've contacted the state police as well, because, like, do you all contact your state police for these types of things?
You know what? You're supposed to contact the state police and the Cook County Sheriff, right?
Yeah, because that's who I would contact. I would contact the state police. And let me see, I have their phone number programmed in my phone. Because, when the weather situation was bad, like, I would call them every day and I would be like, how is the weather on the Illinois side? So I know.
Oh, nice.
And their phone number is 847-294-4444. Again, that's 847-294-4444, because they may need to be involved with respect to things.
Yeah, because they're definitely ready as Jedidiah is putting out these plans. And also, and thank you for that. I put in the chat, I put the 847-294-4444.
Yes.
This is the thing. I guess you have to just figure it out, because Jedidiah says 5:00 assemble peacefully. I did notice the back was blocked, so that's probably where they could get everybody in and out. I guess we just have to wait to see. It's gonna be time. Let's hear what the rest of what he has to say.
Oh, okay.
I'm trying
said
to,
a good one.
he
She said
got
if you take a Uber.
Take an Uber, yeah. But take an Uber, but then you left there until it's time to leave. See, I'm confused with that, because if I got an Uber and I'm ready to leave, I have to wait for another Uber. So I don't know. But yeah, the Uber could be nice. Maybe it'll be Uber standing by, right? Let's see what Jedidiah has to say here.
All right, y'all. Like I said, we have only had a good 48 hours once we officially received word that the meeting was not canceled, to get as organized as possible. And so there's no real way for me to gauge it, but I have a lot of people saying that they're coming. And I'm inviting people from outside of the village to come, because we want to back them up. And you guys understand, sexual assault should never not be supported. Sexual assault allegations should never not be thoroughly investigated and supported. And this could be any of us at any time going through all of this stuff that people are going through. And if y'all knew the amount of lawsuits against that village right now, that is crazy. So this stuff just keeps on getting more bizarre and bizarre as we're looking into it. And
okay, let me put Jedidiah's information here. He's on Facebook, but let me share with you what he had to say. Succeeding to, you still there? It seemed like, oh, she left. Where'd she go? Where'd my buddy go? Thanks for being here, Succeeding to. You cut off. Thanks for being here. So it's just your girl Burgundy here. So this is what Jedidiah said. Dolton is blocking the streets and limiting chairs. I showed y'all that possible protest. I showed y'all that there. Dolton is blocking streets and limiting chairs. Dolton Mayor Henyard is intentionally trying to violate the law, but that's okay. I'm having an unexpected impromptu meeting with the authority of authorities who came to see me and will be watching. Then we'll be headed back to Dolton. So he left Dolton. Okay, and he says she isn't the brightest bulb. So that is what's going on. Did I expect it would be some controversy? Yes, because I told you guys this is what it's looking like right now. Make sure you have your seatbelt on. Make sure all your papers right. Make sure you're 100%, because baby, I think a lot of times they feel like they're playing chess and we're playing checkers. You know what I mean? The citizens. So make sure all your ducks are in a row. So that is from Jedidiah Brown. Okay. That is from Jedidiah Brown straight up. So your girl Burgundy will let you know what's going on. It is an issue because people knew Jedidiah was coming. So they're going to try to protect Village Hall, because today is not only a day of trying to see if the veto will be passed, if this and that will be going on. It's also a day to pay the bills. So they can't miss out on that aspect, right? So it's a day to pay some bills in Dolton. Let him close what he was saying earlier, but now that he's gotten here, I want to repeat for people going to Dolton. He has said Dolton is blocking streets. I repeat, Dolton is blocking streets and limiting chairs. Dolton may, and you guys saw that in my post earlier. That's why I wanted the people to come here to know. Dolton Mayor Hinyard is intentionally trying to violate the law, but it's okay. That's what Jedidiah says. I'm having an unexpected, impromptu meeting with the authorities. I don't know what that means. Who came to see me and will be watching. Then I'll head back to Dolton. She isn't the brightest bulb. You guys say that, and that's from the people outside. I always put this up here. Toni Preckwinkle is who's supposed to be here for this situation. She's here with our mayor, our super mayor. Toni Preckwinkle here with the gray hair and the blue suit. She is the Cook County Board President. She's over Cook County, which Dolton stands in, which Thornton Township stands in. Making sure you know this. Don't think that this mayor is not connected. Please, if you have to judge anything, I do know about the photos and stuff like that. It just take your own judgment into consideration. But yes, they were preparing for this all day. It looked like Mad Max beyond the Thunderdome in Dolton today. It looked like Mad Max beyond the Thunderdome in Dolton today, the way they were preparing to block this off. Because Jedidiah basically told us, 5 o'clock is on and popping. Okay? Hit the like. Please hit the like for me, guys. Let me go ahead and get on out of here. Superman says April Fools. Guess how many videos she showed? Smash the like button. Measure man. What's happening? The same old. We're getting ready to the nitty gritty. She gonna show up dressed like Diddy. What it say? Take that. Say that. No rolling stops. Yes, I said 3 minutes earlier. I meant 3 seconds, you guys. I don't think anyone in her cabinet has experienced educational combination of both. Stan doesn't know how to read past commas. Nope, not the brightest bulbs. None of them. Let me tell you something. What I think. Here go this troll right here, super mayor. Y'all ready for this? Let me tell you what I think is going on. When we get down to this situation, what I think will happen is this. I think they're more scared that the auditors are coming tonight and that the people will be pushed out the way or their violations will be broken. I don't think it's too much to do with what's going on in Dolton. I think what time is it in Dolton right now? 4:54 p.m. 4:54 p.m. I don't think it has nothing to do with too much what's going on in Dolton. I think it has a lot to do with, man, if the auditors show up and we see what happened, it's going to be a problem. It's going to be a problem if the auditors see what's going on, right? I think they're scared about the auditors coming tonight. So let's keep it going. You guys, I got to get out of here so I can handle some business for you guys. Hopefully, really can't tell you what's going on because I'm on the ground running. So I don't know. It's no promises here. I don't know what I will see, what I will encounter, and what I will experience. It's no promises here with your girl Burgundy Blue. It might just be me recapping the what's going on at the board meeting. So it's nothing like that. I'm on the ground running. So my first thing is that y'all don't have to make a t-shirt or nothing like that. And I don't try to be funny, but that's what we say in our neighborhood. Like, y'all tell somebody to go out there and do something, but then don't back them up. No. You know what I mean? Not saying y'all, just saying what's going on in my community. Now we see Jedidiah coming out here. Let's see what goes on. We're asking for a peaceful assembly. I heard Late Night Crew say, if you stand there and do nothing, that's going to make the loudest noise. And I agree with that. So, thank you, Measure Man. I got to read this. I'm so sorry. Ain't no commentary like Burgundy Blue Commentary. Because when she showed the speed bumps, 10 feet from the stop sign, we were done. Y'all be good. You don't want zero problems. Yeah, those speed bumps, y'all the one that told me they were 40 miles an hour. I had another super chat. And then I want to say, Mary, thank you for the $5 cash app. Y'all, please know everything go right back into the channel for me to bring content to you. So this does not, I appreciate you supporting the channel. William said, Dolton has brought many together all over the world. Measurement again, thank you. That Easter celebration ain't it. The child screaming broke our heart. It really did. It really did. All right, y'all. Let me see what's going on. I see Late Night Crew is supposed to go on today. We missed him on Sunday. Nurse Patty, stay focused. Red Iceberg, WRM. Thank you for being a member. Measurement, William Newell. Thank you so much. And y'all, I will see y'all tonight. Like I said, I'm only doing whatever my vibes feel me to do. I don't know what to do. I don't know how to react. And I don't know what the reaction will be. So I'm going to leave y'all there. As always, y'all make sure you take care of yourself and each other. And thank you. And we're going to hashtag prayers to Dolton, okay? All right, you guys take care of yourself and each other. Let's be out.
Commentary blue, commentary, burgundy, commentary, comment blue, commentary, comment burgundy blue, commentary blue, commentary, burgundy, commentary, commentary.